All right, so now, we were in Ezekiel 37. Like, we skipped around a little bit. All right, but all right, Ezekiel. All right, Ezekiel. All right, 37:2. All right, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were many. All right, in the open valley, and lo, all right, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, thou knowest. All right, so whether someone like wakes up or not, like anyway, that's all up to the Heavenly Father. Or and it was already prophesied like that the majority of our people like weren't gonna get it, or at least or get it, receive it, and not continue in it, or not continue in it properly. All right, but he compares people with no understanding, all right, as dead. Let's get. Suck you. All right, bear with me. I had like a list of scriptures like that I wanted to get, but I just like lost them. So I'm just using the concordance. All right, slack you. All right. All right, so we're going to be in Proverbs. All right, Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding. All right, what's wandering out of the way of understanding? Or that's where that's where that slang term going off like is talking about. Or as far as walking in one direction and going to another. They're not doing that like spirit. I mean, it's like physically. Or as far as walking on the sidewalk and then all of a sudden running into the street like during like rush hour or whatever. That going off that's wandering out of the way of understanding. Or right, the way of understanding, all right, is or sound doctrine. Or wandering out of that is or either like leaning to the left or to the right. Whether it be the issue of Cornelius, who the Lord's dealing with. It could be anything. So 1 Corinthians. All right, 1 Corinthians 5:6. Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? All right, so as far as like going out of the way of understanding, or like it could be just like any little like aspect of or sound doctrine that you like even if you pervert it unintentionally, or that's why you have to be like really like careful and precise about the things you bring out and like break down. All right, so continuing. Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Or, so, once again, not having that wisdom and knowledge, or you're spiritually dead. When you like fallouts that like lose the knowledge, like you're suffering from nigger mortis. All right, because you're gradually waxing worse and worse. All right. All right. All right. 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers, all right, shall wax worse and worse. All right, deceiving and being deceived. All right, so evil men and seducers, or all right, people that like entice you to just like sell out and everything. Within like my first like few years of like knowledge, there was even this it's like one Eve, right, that saw me out on the highways and byways and all that, and then she was just like trying to entice me as far as it's all about like just like making like money and things like that, and you just get bombarded, and enticed, just through like all these different like mediums, whether these groups, settle down, you'll get a family, a business, whoever, there's just such like a broad spectrum of people trying to do that, namely like Esau, Yahushua had to deal with that, as far as like like bribery, whether you have itching ears, all right, and they just like tell you what you want to hear instead of the truth. All right, but and it also it says they wax worse and worse. With these groups, there's always just one thing after another. It's always it's like now you got to do this, now you don't have to do that. All right, but it's not according to the scriptures, and it's always it's like a lot of these groups out here, they weren't teaching about. There were even people that there have been people like falling out of GMS, ever since I came in. All right, over that hell doctrine. All right, so that's an example of like waxing worse. All right, and a so just anything you can imagine. But the point is, they're getting worse and worse. They're spiritually decomposing. All right, 14. All right, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Or even when I peep out like different like Israelite groups that I'm not familiar with, or as far as or you gotta like scopeo basically, as far as like what they're teaching. Or you always have to have that for us it's the apostles of Great Millstone, as far as that one main source, or that you need, as far as or like getting like the meat, or being 100% sure about like what you bring out or what you want to bring out. If you're not like you have to be assured of that, and or else like you're gonna end up in that you're gonna wander out of the way of understanding. All right, so Ezekiel right, Ezekiel 37:4. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause my breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. All right. So that's what happens when you receive this knowledge and retain it. You have that, or you have the breath of life, in you. All right, that's what the Lord might do when He created Adam. Those Adamites, like they were they were men of a higher level of understanding. Because as far as like those three categories of men, the men that would begin to call upon the name of the Lord, today they're the Israelites. We're the ones, and now it's the elect, but we're the ones who have the breath of life. That wisdom, knowledge, and understanding was bestowed upon us. All right, and then you have the children of the wicked one, and the sons of men, which, basically they're just, run of the mill heathens, basically. All right, but that breath of life is just like the understanding, and going off is the opposite. When that breath of life like departs from you and those demons come in. All right, so verse 6. All right, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you. All right, so when you're, and the opposite of that happens, all right, when you start decomposing. All right, and like during like the end of the decomposition process, at the end of rigor mortis, like your dry bones. All right, so that's what rigor mortis like leads to. You spiritually become, part of that value of dry bones. So before all right, Revelation, 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the great city, Sakya, shall lie in the street of the great city. All right, so, is that Vatican City? Or is it going to be like one of those protests called like a die-in, where people are just like all like laid out and all that? Or is, what exactly is that talking about, for you reprobates that teach like otherwise? All right, and that's talking about here, all of our people are, that all the 2/3 of Hosea 4 and 6, crowd. All right, but all right, Ezekiel 37 and 6. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. All right, so, like basically, when you have that, when you continue in that wisdom and knowledge, spiritually you're considered alive. All right, and when you're going off, all right, and you become a reprobate, you're spiritually dead. With that, I just got a time limit on all that. All right, Shalom. All right, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to the apostles of GMS. And all, Shalom. All right, to all the Akim that aren't, suffering from rigor mortis.